Calaroga Shark Media.
From Washington, D.C., where the only thing older than Joe Biden is Donald Trump's grudges, this is Ballot.
President Biden faced more age jabs, while Donald Trump continued his trademark chaos, berating prosecutors, trotting out potential VPs, and even appearing at the Miami Grand Prix amid backlash. Let's hit this. Trump fired off a 4 a.m. tweet asking where Sleepy Joe was. Well, Donald, it's 4 a.m. He's probably sleeping. Seth Meyers joked, if your main criticism of your opponent is that he is sleepy, so much that you call him Sleepy Joe, then I suggest that your one job as a candidate is to not fall asleep in public. Seth also joked, you called her Crooked Hillary and have since been indicted 4 times, so we should have seen this coming. When Trump gives someone a nickname, it's only a matter of time before we can apply it to him. If he ever calls someone hides in a suitcase to get smuggled to Russia Bob, just know he's in that extra-large Samsonite. Good joke by Jimmy Kimmel. Marjorie Taylor Greene is acting like such a child. Matt Gaetz asked her out on a date. Strap in, folks, because the Trump train just went full steam ahead into Crazyville. At his big donor retreat in Florida, the former president didn't hold back on the unhinged attacks against Biden and prosecutors. It was like a bizarre hybrid of a political event and a roast battle. First, Trump trotted out potential VPs like they were beauty pageant contestants. We got Marco, we got Tim, we got Vance. Yeesh, way to make it not awkward at all, Don. But the real fireworks started when Trump unleashed on Biden, accusing his administration of being a Gestapo. Yes, he went there, comparing the president to literal Nazis. Nothing says pleasing the donors like some casual Holocaust references. As if that insane rhetoric wasn't enough, the guest of honor was none other than the infamous Rod Blagojevich. You know, the guy who tried to sell Obama's Senate seat and went to prison for corruption? Leave it to Trump to roll out the red carpet for a real class act like Blago. According to sources, poor Blago was just as blindsided as the rest of us by getting called on stage. I can only imagine his internal monologue. Wait, does this mean I'm being considered for VP? Because yikes. Meanwhile, Team Trump was busy bragging to the donors about their $76 million fundraising haul last month. Not too shabby. That is, until you hear that Biden's crew raised literally twice that amount. Yeah, maybe sell a few more MAGA hats, guys. All in all, it was just another zany night in Trump world. Unhinged rants, bizarre cameos, and VP tryouts galore. At this point, would anyone really be surprised if Blago ended up being named running mate? Or if Trump followed through on that Gestapo talk? This is the reality show that keeps on giving, folks. The Miami Grand Prix organizers managed to outdo themselves in the spectacle department this year by rolling out the reddest of red carpets for none other than Donald Trump. The former and possible future president's arrival at the McLaren garage was like something out of a fever dream. Secret Service parting the seas of ogling onlookers, including an OnlyFans model desperately angling for a selfie with the hush money-paying accused. Apparently, whoever invited Trump wanted that elusive Donald bump in publicity. Damn the optics. The backlash on social media was swift enough that poor McLaren had to put out a statement clarifying they're non-political before the race even started. They even trotted the guy out pre-race to do a little grip and grin with some kids on the red carpet, because obviously that's a totally normal and not at all cringeworthy visual to beam across the world. Nothing says family event like the Teflon-coated philanderer who bragged about grabbing women. In the end, eyeballs trumped everything for the organizers. Literally. They decided a little Trump razzle-dazzle was worth all the backlash and security headaches, all in pursuit of those sweet, sweet clicks and viewers. You know what they say? There's no such thing as bad publicity. Except, you know, when you're essentially giving the middle finger to half your audience. In court on Monday, the judge slapped Trump with a $1,000 fine for violating the gag order. Get this, for the 10th time. At this rate, he'll go broke before the trial's over just from paying fines. The latest violation? Trump went on some interview claiming the jury was stacked with Democrats and picked too quickly. Because of course he tried to discredit the jury before they even hear the case. Judge Merchan wasn't having any of it though. Staring Trump right in the face, he warned that going forward, jail time could be on the table for any more outbursts. Yikes, I'd pay good money to see the look on Trump's face when the words jail sanction came out. The judge said the last thing he wants is to lock up a former and possibly next president, although that would probably be good for downloads. I know I haven't been making much fun of Biden, but let's be real. Porn stars, F1 races, even shooting puppies. All that is better for comedy than jokes about a guy being old. Biden is so old he remembers when Air Force One was a hot air balloon. Anyway, it looks like Jon Stewart is really going for the jugular when it comes to Joe Biden and Donald Trump's advanced ages. In a blistering set at the Netflix Comedy Festival, the Daily Show host didn't hold back on calling out just how dang old these two septuagenarians are. On Biden, Stewart snarked, "I know liberals say, don't say Joe Biden is old. Don't say what people see with their own eyes." Ouch, telling it like it is. He's got a point though. At 81, let's just say Biden's not exactly the poster child for vitality these days. In Stewart's signature blunt style, he declared, "I'm not saying that Biden can't contribute to society, he just shouldn't be president. Double burn." Clearly, the thought of either of these elderly statesmen in the Oval Office has him a bit concerned. Joe Biden is so old he used to receive this podcast by carrier pigeon. Today's podcast was made with the help of AI, and by the letter C. That's not a hidden message. It's just a thing Sesame Street used to do.